Hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Silent run. On this channel, I put my recorded wins with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Having a look, 3 elite paths seem suicidal. There's no campfire before them. Definitely, I've been feeling pretty confident with Silent in particular lately. I'm in a bit of a groove, been winning a lot relative to my other characters. And feeling pretty confident overall. So here, just take the 2 elite path, it's fine. And I even removed 2 for all my gold, as it looks like the best option here. And it's a little bit of a greedy start, you know. You are drawing Neutralizing Survivor a little bit more often, but you're not necessarily becoming much stronger immediately. And so we want to add some good cards to our deck that we can draw more frequently due to less basic cards in our deck. And of course, desperately searching for that early damage. Pretty good slime fight here. 0 damage. And Flying Knees here. Endless Agony is also here, dealing essentially the same damage, but Endless Agony costs 0. But Flying Knee, importantly, is repeatable. Can draw it again. And does have some benefit of giving us an extra energy next turn. And Jawworm's here. Hoping to not have a Jawworm incident this time around. Oof. So an unfortunate draw pile here. This is why you don't remove 2 strikes, by the way. If you remove 2 strikes and you find Jawworm before you find damage, you're going to die to Jawworm. That's actually just true. Simply don't have enough density of damage in your deck to get through. And here we can't kill. Taking 4. Oh no, I can play all this, so deal 7 actually. Still take 4. And we got there, just barely with the Flying Knee at the end. And second Flying Knee is here over Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is also fine, but I prefer another Flying Knee personally. Just a little bit more damage. And I value the energy thing. Not gonna have a great turn next turn, unfortunately. That's the sad truth about the early Flying Knee, is you might not be able to make use of the energy that it provides you, but it still does more damage than Sucker Punch, of course. Making a bit of damage here in these early fights. And now Dagger Throw is here, but also Backflip is here. And I'm thinking, okay, I have this energy from this Flying Knee, maybe I actually want to take the good Backflip card, and I do. Backflip is just good. It's a little bit of block as well. And it is also a Guardian Act, so we want to have some good block density as well. Much to consider in this very challenging game. I Flying Knee and take 3 there. Interested in actually killing this guy. I'd like my money back, please. And oof, this is definitely a tough pick here. Mediocre cards. Bane sucks here, we have no poisons, just deal 7. Dodge and roll is a bit early, we don't have any decks yet. It's not blocking as much as defend right now. So Cloak and Daggers here, it's slightly better than defend, and it also does 4 damage, kind of like Iron Wave-ish. It is a skill though, unfortunately, and Gremlin Knob exists, so definitely thinking about that. And we got Fungi Beast plus Lice. Flying Knee plus that I just upgraded, of course, kills the Louse there, so that's very, very nice. And Flying Knee energy going to waste again, had to send it all on block. So we're looking for a nice girthy card to convert into damage here. Still more trash. This is a skip. I'm not adding a second Cloak and Dagger, I don't think, unupgraded to my deck. Concentrate is worthless here. Outmaneuver is worthless here. Wow, this is a very tough early Act 1 here. And so you have to appreciate the situation that you're in. And I get a very lucky Scrap Ooze there. 1 click for a Toxic Egg, upgrading all future skills. So if I go right here, I'm going to die to Lagavulin every time. We don't have enough damage for it. So I go left instead, get a Lantern as well for 1 energy on turn 1. And hoping that this next few card awards, or this actually just 1 card award, gives me enough scaling to kill an elite here. And yeah, if you... It used to be the case I'd be like, alright, I need to take 2 elites or I'm not going to scale enough or whatever. And I would just walk into the elite and die there. You don't have to do that, it turns out. It is possible to simply go around if you've given yourself the opportunity. I actually messed up here. I should have not taken one here. Could have played double defend. And Bouncing Flask plus is here. I snap pick. It's not the best card in the world, but it's certainly scaling damage. And that will help us kill even Gremlin Knob, of course, if we find it early enough. If we find Bouncing Flask on turn 1, it'll do 12 plus 11 plus 10 damage. Didn't find it, though. That's a shame. I could actually Snecko Pot here. I probably should. If I don't, that's a bit silly. I should have, indeed. Wouldn't have found it, though. Wow. There it is. So I do Speed Pot there, just to block for a lot there, and I was hoping to kill this turn, but seems unlikely. I should be able to just strike and defend to get out. So we are getting a bit low here against Knob, pay the Gremlin Knob tax, but we make it out. And now we're going to start getting our upgraded skills going. Acro seems really good. Blur seems good, but of course we have double Flying Knee, so the Acro and Lantern. So the Acro plus seems quite good here. And I found a regen pot, gonna use that. And I can kill the one on the right. And the one on the right. So yeah, the Flying Knees, damage thresholds, they're actually mattering a lot. Flying Knee plus exactly killing, and then 8 plus 6 exactly killing the 14 health one. Just goes to show how much better Strike Plus is than Strike. Even in this early part of the game. Of course, in Act 3, they are both essentially the same. But in this Act 1 part of the game, the damage number on cards matters so much. And I did use the regen pot, so gonna get some health here. Juicing as much as I can. I can even pass my turn here. And Catalyst Plus is here. So we only have the one Bouncing Flask, but that should be plenty. For now. So we've made it through Act 1 pretty much. Guardian, of course, exists, but not really when you have Bouncing Flask plus Catalyst Plus. And look, we can do it on turn 1. That's pretty good. And I have the option to pass and not split, because it kind of buys me a full turn. I actually should do that here. I think I don't, but I could just do 36, get it down to having 4 health left to split, and then just pass again. And it's essentially like doing a full turn of poison damage for free. The only reason not to is if you think your next draw is going to be really bad, but don't think that was the case here. Necessarily. I'm going to Acro, just find some block. Got there. Could have just played Bouncing Flask Strike, though. If that was in my hand, that would have split, actually. So perhaps a mistake. It's okay, though. I could just kill it. This is the line I saw. Full block, pass, pass. So made it through Act 1, a very sus-looking Act 1. We didn't find great early damage, but we did find the early Toxic Egg, so we had to acknowledge that we were going to scale well, but at the moment we were too weak. Skipped the first elite, only took a 1 elite act, and now we're actually feeling pretty good. It's totally fine. Did find a Wraith form, and Pyramid. Was considering Snecko Eye as well, perhaps. But Pyramid seems great. Can keep our Wraith form around until we need it. So now we're feeling pretty good. We definitely need to upgrade this Wraith form, and would like to find some more energy now, actually. With Pyramid plus Wraith form, all of a sudden we are a bit desperate for energy, and we're very happy to have these Flying Knees even. They will help us a lot to have a, oh, we're about to have all these cards in our hand. With Pyramid, we can just Flying Knee, and have a good turn next turn. Like that shop. I could take the 2 act with a super elite, or 2 elite act with a super elite. Seems pretty good. Wraith form. There. I knew I would find the Bouncing Flask Catalyst and then kill it over 2 turns. Pretty good turn. And Dodge and Roll Plus is here, Blade Dance Plus is here. Blade Dance Plus can be a bit awkward when you have a pyramid. It can be a bit tough to make the hand space for all the shivs. I should take the dodge roll, it looks like. Interested in more block. A little bit interesting. Would love to have it here, that Blade Dance, that's for sure. One Blade Dance splits the bird for you. I nooch that one, I can Wraith Form to block for a lot. I go for the Bouncing Flask instead. Got a block now. Wraith Form certainly not at its best in this fight. Take 6. This Birds is not going well. Could be worse, that's for sure. I want that bird dead. DED dead. Dodge roll actually looking for an amount that matters there. Very nice. Kind of more trash here. Sucker Punch is fine. Sucker Punch plus. I maybe would have taken that in hindsight, but I think it's fine not to. Double Transform. Got the backstab there, so that's actually kind of nice with a pyramid. And I get to upgrade a card there. Not interested in taking Pain with a pyramid. Just gonna upgrade the Wraith Form. Seems good. Frozen Eyes here, but I don't love it. I buy Gambler's Brew. Interested in making sure I can find my Wraith Form and whatnot in a timely manner. And it's also exceptionally good when you have 10 cards in your hand with a pyramid. Almost removed a backstab, it looks like. Discard Snecko Pot for another pot, perhaps? Snecko Pot real bad with pyramid. If you really roll badly, you could like actually just die because of it. Still upgrading my damage cards. Could have upgraded backstab. But I may remove backstab at some point. It may be right eventually to make my turn ones better. Right now, though, the damage is actually pretty good. And I certainly want to go Bouncing Flask Catalyst, I think. I see. I can do this, then Catalyst next turn. But I'm missing 24 damage here by doing this. Could matter. Now I play Wraith Form, and then next turn I Catalyst, and hope it dies in 3 turns. Should be fine. But yeah, the Catalyst game plan is excellent, accompanied by Wraith Form. Can put your poison on for free, basically. Piercing Wail, probably better than Nacro because of the Runic Pyramid, making our hand already full so often. And Ninja Scrolls here, I'm considering not taking it if we find like a Bag of Pep or something later. Could be bad to have those shivs be added. But right now it's fine and we could definitely use the damage. Happy about that. And now I don't really have any good upgrades anymore, other than Backstab really. So I can go to the question mark instead and dodge the campfire. Interested in finding more events or fights that are good for more card awards. Fight is actually preferred. I have seen... I think there was one run, Jorb's run, the Tincture run he had, something like this, where he gave away... Anyway, some pro player gave away a Juzu bracelet to Noloth's gift, and then got a hallway fight immediately afterwards, and someone said punished immediately in his chat. But whoever this runner was, I think it was Jorbs, had Prayer Wheel and Toxic Egg. What turns out when you have those relics, and even just one of the other, in fact, hallway fights are better than question marks on average. So it's actually a good thing to not have Juzu Bracelet if you have Toxic Egg or Prayer Wheel. You should actually not pick up Juzu Bracelet even if it's against no key, If you find it and you have Toxic Egg, or like the important egg for your character, Frozen Egg for their defect as well applies, or Prayer Wheel and Question Card as well can go into this equation. And that's funny. It's just some people cannot comprehend that hallway fights are actually good. Events are cool and all, but they are on average worse than hallway fights, probably. As long as you don't die to the hallway fights, of course. Now Bane Plus is here, and I have Poison. The equation has changed quite a lot. I take this Bane. And the thing is that, like, we only have this Bouncing Flask, right? So you might think, oh, you can just do the Catalyst thing. But if we are in a multi-enemy fight, and or if we don't draw the Bouncing Flask, we are so cooked, and we need to be able to deal direct damage, right? So for the faster fights and for the multi-enemy fights, I need to have this Bane. The Bouncing Flask will hit it probably once on average, and then I can deal 20 direct damage. The Bouncing Flask is unreliable and it's not enough, and we're hoping to find some poison, but we're not finding much here. Very bad hand, can aggro though. Should dodge and roll. We'll have to find a footwork. We do have a Wraith form, but we can block normally a lot of the time. Cloak and Dagger. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about, like, how do we get this Bouncing Flask on this Gremlin later, right? Only 6 is a bit rough. This is gonna be a tricky fight. I'm looking forward to see how I navigate this one. So Piercing Wail here. That blocks for 24 damage. Piercing Wail is such a card. I'm gonna go Survivor Defend instead, because it's definitely not the case that Dodge and Roll will do anything next turn, because Gremlin is already hitting us. And this is huge. Get to play Bouncing Flask on Gremlin later. And it's even buffing instead of resummoning, which is kind of weird, I think. So now it's going to resummon, can play Catalyst, and then it should die over 2 turns. That's a good fight. I think we were very lucky that it's buffed on that turn instead of resummoning. But we had Wraith Form anyway, so it would have been fine. Once we had that turn where we could play the Bouncing Flask on just Gremlin later, it was fine. And we got Ancient Tea Set for 2 energy on the first turn after using a Campfire. And also we found a Potion Belt, of course, for some potion slots. I feel like I just took a good card, but I already forgot what it was. Apologies. There is a Toy Ornithopter here for some sustain. Already have a Regal Pillow, though. Maybe don't need it. Find a Duplication Pot. I'm going to take that and try to save it for the heart, since Wraith Form is so powerful. And I take Outmaneuver Plus. The equation has changed. I even take a Deflect, it looks like. I really, really want this energy now that we have an Acro Plus and a Runic Pyramid and a Wraith Form. And Libraries here, that's excellent. Many upgraded skills to add. Tactician is here, could be good. Lake Sweep is here. That looks really good as well. Concentrate, though. It would seem still interested in more energy. And not respecting Champ at all. Oh, we took a Nightmare, that's right. So yeah. Now that we have Nightmare, Wraith Form especially, give ourselves some energy, of course. And we can also Nightmare Catalyst, very importantly. So some fights we'll have to do the Wraith Form thing, but some fights we just want that extra damage from Catalyst, of course. And 1 Wraith Form is plenty. So now we're very, very strong. All of a sudden. A little bit questionable to buy Deflect, arguably. But I love that 0 cost block for 7. And hopefully we find a Footwork someday. Or some way to scale our decks. Kunai would be cool as well. Already have a Cloak and Dagger Plus. And Champ is dead. It was nice knowing ya. What's the poison count? 78, 2, 12, something, and then 7 something. Oh, we got Bouncing Flask, the equation's changed. Goodbye, Champ. And Alchemize Plus here versus Malaise Plus. Those are great rewards. I'm probably going to click Malaise. I do have the Potion Belt, of course, but potions are already full, looking pretty good. 3 of them, excellent, and then Flex Pot could go. But hopefully you find another potion that's good enough anyway on its own. And then Malaise Plus, of course, so strong against Time Eater, against Wokebird. And the Heart. so I can click on that. Our deck looks very powerful now. And pretty much every single relevant card in our deck is upgraded. And Astrolabe is here versus Trash, I think. Slaver's Collar. Slaver's Collar is fine, but it's only energy in Elite and boss fights, but I decide that's good enough, probably. And also, there's not much good stuff left to Astrolabe in my deck. So we already have Green Key, can go wherever we'd like. I don't highlight my path here. Apologies. Just assume it's a good one. Early Wraith form, just because why not? If we don't draw our poison cards, that's why not, though. Perhaps a little bit ambitious. I could have played Piercing Will Defend on turn 1. There's Bouncing Flask Catalyst for Xaxes. Never didn't have it. Another Catalyst is here, gonna take that as well. Seems good. But we need to find the original poison cards, right? The cards that make the poison for the Catalyst. We still just have this Bouncing Flask, and that's kind of our huge problem right now. Reptomancer is going to be a problem here. Making so many minions, and we need to actually get this poison on the main girl. So as strong as we're feeling here, there is this clunkiness going on here, some randomness going on here. And if we literally just had one Deadly Poison plus, I wouldn't feel this way at all. But yeah, this Bouncing Flask is great in those single target fights, but it's gonna get awkward sometimes. I'm going for the Nightmare Catalyst, it looks like. I was having fun disrespecting my enemies in this run. Make big number. You're welcome, big number enjoyers. So that's a skip, I think. Another Outmaneuver Plus would be diabolical. And here's a curse, probably. Oh wow, Relic. That's nice. Letter Opener for 5 damage to all enemies whenever we play a 3 skills in one turn. That's pretty good. And this is borderline pickable, this red mask. But there is another shop at the very end of the act, so I want to have some gold for that. Could have been worth it to take that, though. Then I find this shrine. I don't really want this curse in my deck. I considered it, though. And here's Reptomancer, of course. Here to ruin our day. Luckily we have these. I should have ship potted right away. Or flex potted. That would have been quite good here. I can still do it. I don't know if I do. 1,000 cuts seems pretty good. That'll do. There we go. Did it. Now we'd have to find Wraith form. There's Nightmare. I should Nightmare Catalyst right now. Get me out of this fight. I can Piercing Well as well. Just Piercing Well. Nice. Well played. Well played. Good job past me. Oh, that was sweet. The 1,000 cuts and all those Letter Opener proc and the Catalyst poison stuff going on at the same time. Very cool. I find a Burst Plus and a Boot, the Boot rather, which is every time we deal unblock damage less than 5, it increases to 5 with attacks. I transform my backstab finally, Make my turn 1's better, and we get another outmaneuver. It was actually an upgraded outmaneuver, of course. We do have the Toxic Egg. Oh, I'm gonna disrespect this giant head. I remember this. How do we make the biggest malaise possible? I can burst this huge malaise. I can concentrate as well. Burst, concentrate, malaise. Yep. I was very into completely obliterating this giant head. So negative 29? 28 strength? 28 strength. That is giant head hitting for 9 on the big turn, I think. Very funny. Why are you still here? As he hits you as he gently massages you. Nightmare Catalyst. I want to play all the catalysts at once. I'm trying to find burst. That's what's happening right now. I'm hunting for the burst so that I can burst, catalyst, 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 catalyst. I apologize for my antics here, but then I was going to take damage, so I just get out. No fun. Yeah, could have had like that number times 27 or whatever. Or times 9, actually. Is it that? Yeah, it's times 9. Anyway, I found a kunai and a pantograph. That's excellent. Actually, had to key that kunai, unfortunately. So pantograph will heal us for 25 whenever we enter a boss room. And Repto's back. Found the bouncing flask on turn 1 again, so hopefully it can actually do some stuff here. But didn't find more damage. And that's a very rough bouncing flask there, hitting the minion 3 times. So this fight will be a little bit more awkward, perhaps. Piercing Whale blocks for 24, and then I can malaise the Repto. Definitely didn't need that last defend. Or perhaps the defend before that either, but I was not interested in doing math. And it does have 1 poison right now, so that's not very good. Burst, Cloak and Dagger. Letter Opener goes off. I killed both things, and I could Liquid Memories for the Bouncing Flask here, which would apply 24 poison. That's definitely the line. But now I'm letting it hit me again, and I might not get this Bouncing Flask back now. Has no poison. I didn't quite appreciate that, I don't think, when I was making that play. So definitely a mistake. Could have very comfortably gotten out of this fight by Liquid Memories last turn. It's not that valuable of a potion. Considering copying something, I copy a Wraith form just in case. Erring on the side of caution in this one. Now that I've backed myself into this corner. I'm gonna start getting wounds in my hand also. This is actually gross. Might have to Gambler's Brew here. Yeah, Gambler's Brew for sure. Thank you, Bouncing Flask. You saved me. That was a 1 in 3, 9, 27, 81 chance of happening, by the way. And Bag of Marbles is here, applying 1 vulnerable to all enemies at the start of each fight. And Clockwork Souvenir looks pretty good. Artifact is quite good. There's Panacea. I take Panacea over Clockwork Artifact, or Clockwork Souvenir. It is upgraded, so Panacea Plus is pretty good. We can burst Panacea for 4 artifact charges. Wow. Card remove, just to defend, it looks like. Yeah, the Panacea is cheaper. It is less reliable. We have to find it, of course, but seems pretty cool. So look at this. Panacea versus this Spire Growth is going to block 2 of the Constrict debuffs. So it's going to try to do it to us. It's going to fail. It's going to hit us. It's going to try to do it again. It's going to fail again. Then it's going to hit us. And then it's going to do it again. Very cool. Going for the huge malaise again, it looks like. I was definitely having a bit of fun here with my cool silent deck. We can make so much energy and so much poison. I like to make big number also. And make my enemies make small number also. That's very fun. I'm just getting out like a good boy here though. Unless. Oh, there's burst. But I don't have enough energy. It's so sad. So that number times 3 is what it could be. And I was thinking like, oops, I should have Acro maybe to find energy gain. It's fine. Acro versus Gamble. That's a really hard choice actually, but I think I'm probably gonna go with Gamble. Acro would have been excellent here though. And only basic cards left to upgrade. Our whole deck is upgraded because of Toxic Egg and our Diligent upgrades on our other cards. The Maul is a nice meat shield for us to make big number on. Could have just double play Catalyst that turn. Surely. Burst is in there. Still have Concentrate around. There we go. That's a big number. 21,000. And Acro Plus is here again. My god. We're cooking. I can just rest. Not worth upgrading those cards. Oh wait, we have Pantograph. I should have upgraded a card. Past me. This guy just thinks just like me. It's crazy. We are of kin. Big malaise on turn 1 was very nice, of course. And Time Eater is exactly what we wanted to see, by the way. This is going to be a very easy Time Eater. Catalyst really destroys the Time Eater. It completely negates the whole it resets and gets rid of all its debuffs thing. It can't reset all of its debuffs if it's dead. As it turns out. I meant all of its, yeah, all of its debuffs. That's right. Poison is a debuff. Goodbye, Time Eater. So overhealing by 50 in this Act 3 boss gauntlet, unfortunately. Donu deck is actually a bit more challenging. And Wokebird would have been not trivial either, as the split always happens. No matter what. But Donodeka is 2 different things, notably, and it also has 3 artifact charges. So, got rid of one of them, luckily, with the Bag of Marbles, but the others are going to be a bit tough here. And we still only have this Bouncing Flask. It's a bit tragic, really. So we probably need to... Oh yeah, we already Wraith formed, so I need to kill these, and I was just so confident, and you may have like had a visceral reaction to my playing Wraith form there on turn 1, like, oh my god, aren't you just gonna die or whatever. But I was so confident that I would just get there. A double malaise on the Donu there just to get rid of the artifacts again. And we need to make sure we can apply some poison here. There's Nightmare in there. Balancing Flask. Could have considered Nightmaring Balancing Flask, to be honest. Definitely, like, the Poison Maker might be more important than the Catalyst here. There's Catalyst, number 1. And we did Panacea. So the Panacea is actually, I think we doubled Panacea actually. So each artifact charge after Wraithform is in play will prevent 1 instance of the Dex minus debuff from occurring. So we are not losing Dex currently. We only lost 1 from earlier, and then now we're preventing it each turn with the artifacts. And I made sure Deca dies this turn with the Burst Catalyst, and then got enough poison on Donu to kill it next turn. Well played. Didn't take any damage yet again. Wraithform early was fine. And very cool interaction with the Panacea. I'm happy about the fact that I have this card. I don't think I would have taken regular Panacea, but upgraded Panacea. Pretty good. And no money, sadly. Backflip Plus is here. That might be good enough. And I wanted that Entropic Brew, of course. 4 potions is excellent. Backflip is definitely viable here. Happy that's on sale. For sure. Not the best hand, has to be said, but I do have double dodge and roll for next turn. Oof. Taking some damage here. Well, we do have Pantograph. No big deal, unless we die. Might have to gamble into Wraithform here. Was the next card. I concentrate so I can burst aggro. Pretty good distribution there. 50-50 is good. And I have 3 turns. Until we're dead. Nightmare Catalyst. Play 1 Catalyst on each of them, perhaps? Nope. Yes? Because this poison number is so low, I need to generate poison, right? And there's burst, so I can burst and then catalyst each of them once, up to 45 on each of them. And then I'll have 1 more catalyst. Actually, I got milled. This should be good enough. Double play outmaneuver for next turn. Could always liquid memories if I really had to, of course. But it should be fine. I can just flying knee the left one. That works too. So not too bad. Gonna go into the heart with negative 10 health. Totally fine. And I think well played enough anyway. Bottled Lightning is here, and guess what? There's an Adrenaline Plus, which looks great to bottle, right? But you know what we're going to click over Adrenaline? Deadly Poison. Obviously, we need poison. No cap, guys. And what to take in the opening hand? Nightmare, perhaps? Blaze, perhaps? Blaze, just to make sure I can, do the thing, make sure it doesn't multi-hit me. I could have considered Panacea as well to make sure I block the debuffs, but if we have Wraith form, I don't think it matters if we get debuffed by the heart. There's Panacea. I can burst Panacea for 4 artifacts. That means that not only do we block all 3 of the Heart's debuffs, we also still get to block the Wraith Form debuff. That's incredible. What a card. And of course, Malaise now is fine. It's only going to cleanse the debuffs on itself in 2 turns from now after it's multi-hit us. And hopefully by that time we'll have found Wraith Form and or Piercing Will to deal with the next multi-hit after. Could have played Flying Knee, I'm not sure what that was about. And Wraith Form is here. We do have this duplication pot that we've saved all night long. It's about time to use it here. Could also just use it on the Catalyst, and then 1 Wraith Form was probably plenty. So I bottom decked the Bouncing Flask, but luckily we took the Deadly Poison, so it doesn't matter. Can just duplication pot on Catalyst, play another Catalyst, and it's up to the 135 poison already. The boot! And did this all without footwork and no deck scaling at all. Like, Wraith Form was obviously there, but it wasn't always in play, of course. So this was a huge, like, I would say well piloted for the most part. That Reptomancer fight in particular was really ugly, but I got lucky. And otherwise, I think it was pretty well played. And especially Act 1, I think I played very well. It's just about dead. I've done it. Piercing Well is in my hand also, wasn't taking damage. We've done it in only 42 minutes. So a very cool run there. Toxic Egg, of course, as your first relic is always very exciting as a Silent. Love those sort of all upgraded skills decks. It's really, really powerful, really, really fun. Kind of brings out the most powerful Silent can really be. And very happy with the way that I played it in general. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, have a beautiful day.